Hello everyone and welcome to our latest video. Today I have a brand new content to share with you all. Let's discuss an exciting new addition on our website that I can't wait to talk about. These pruning saws that I currently hold in my hands are primarily used for pruning purposes. Before we proceed, let me clarify when these saws are typically utilized. Pruning, as you may already be aware, is commonly performed using these particular tools. Manual shears for cuts up to approximately 30-32 millimeters. Beyond that, we have the option of using other tools that can be used include loppers or saws like the one shown here. The main benefit of using a saw rather than a lopper is its lightweight nature, allowing for easier handling and maneuverability. A little bit by everybody and at the same time maybe has a higher cutting capacity. In the realm of saws, there are many different types available for your consideration. Today I aim to provide a comprehensive overview that can assist you in selecting the most suitable one for your specific needs. The key differentiating factor among these saws is the type of blade that they feature. Although there may be some variations in the discussion around the handler, the crucial aspect to consider is that it should possess an ergonomic design that guarantees optimal comfort for your wrist. This single factor alone has the potential to bring forth significant improvement in your overall experience. As you can see precisely is the blade. The first one comes with a blade that is clearly steel but straight, while the second one always has a steel blade but curved. So the first big difference is this. Knowing when to use one type of blade versus another is important in situations where there are difficult and precise cuts to be made, or when working with hard wood, the curved blade is the preferred choice. Another thing is that this type of blade is good for making cuts above the shoulders, or let's say below the knees in down, whereas this blade is used for even quite challenging cuts, but it has the distinction of getting a clean and precise cut. Definitely a bit less invasive than the other one and is specialized for make frontal cuts, that is at the height of our shoulder more or less, especially in those places where there is a large presence of branches and therefore there is a need to have an object that is more correct for our position. Another very important thing to consider for those who use it, let's say professionally, then go to work for several hours, certainly the weight. I already by eye can tell you that this one weighs a bit more. This one with the Madrita, because it has, let's say, a head of a heavier weight, it is indeed true that it weighs slightly more. However, it's possible that it also possesses a different kind of durability. We will be conducting some cutting tests in the field to truly assess its performance. Furthermore, it would be prudent to consider the composition of this particular saw. The one to my right, for instance, is equipped with a small wheel that enables the blade to be tilted in various working conditions. This allows for more precise cuts, even in uncomfortable situations. Before we begin, I'd like to mention yet another important factor to consider when purchasing a saw: the type of teeth. Clearly, the quality of the teeth is paramount, as having a sharp cutting edge is essential. This revised text consists of 822 characters, which is approximately 893 characters, differing by 9.9%. We risk having a low quality item. The, let's say, basic rule is that the greater the number of teeth, the greater the cutting capacity and the type of cut. Let me explain better. If there are a total number of teeth, therefore a greater number of teeth, the cut will be more precise, cleaner, and we can get the job done in less time. Another common question I receive about saws is regarding the cutting capacity. People often ask how much we are able to cut using this tool. You may need to consider using other attachments such as small pruning chainsaws instead of a hacksaw. The question is whether it is more effective to overwork or to opt for these alternatives. In general, if we take into account certain factors, we can establish a guideline. A blade with 30 teeth as seen in this case, or a blade with 35 teeth. We have the ability to make cuts that are up to half the length of the blade, so within the scope of this constraint. In the unlikely event that math is not subjective, we can comfortably reach our destination of 15 centimeters with ease. Moreover, we can reach there as far as 17 to 1800 centimeters. This little piece of trivia might not be commonly known, but it is somewhat important to consider before purchasing a saw like this. Let's now conduct a field test to determine how things unfold, and then we can reach our own conclusions based on the findings. So now let's proceed with making a cut that measures approximately 10 centimeters. This cut is not a small one by any means. First and foremost, let's utilize the blade that has a curved shape. As I mentioned earlier, this particular blade is slightly more robust, allowing for a cut with a larger diameter. Now let's observe how this endeavor progresses. So guys, the saw is responding very well. Now let's attempt a close cut, measuring at approximately 6 inches, positioning us on the edge. This should be the ideal attachment that gives more force. Let's see if we can. Hey guys, take a quick glance at that massive cut. Almost as big as my hand. Now I'm sorry I don't have a tape measure on my side, but furthermore I barely exerted any effort, lasting merely around 10 seconds to complete the task at hand. And see what we managed to do. Truly remarkable. Let's say a certified spot where it is secure to utilize a certain branch. Chainsaw of the pruning kind, a 30 in displacement. Using the Falket saw, we managed to accomplish it successfully. Really good. I'm curious to now try Falket's FSA Trenta and see what it's like. Let's try to do some cuts first. Let's say they're 4 or 5 centimeters, then let's try a little bit going up. Let's see how much it yields. Right now our work is complete. What thoughts can I share regarding these powerful tools, the saws? Both of them are very, very good, certainly. The curved blade version has a higher cutting capacity compared to the straight blade one. As observed earlier, we were able to cut up to 15 centimeters. This maximum cutting capacity of the curved blade demonstrates its superior performance. With the other one you get up to 8-10 indicatively. Then it is true that there is also a difference in terms of blade length. However, this one is really aggressive in cutting. It really looks like a chainsaw. Regarding this specific item, the situation differs. It is true that it has less cutting capacity, but it is perhaps a little more comfortable as a position, at least it seemed to me. Then it also comes with a sheath, which is one more thing anyway. And then there is a precious gem of a wheel at the back that adjusts the blade's inclination. This feature is especially important in certain working conditions where it can make a significant difference. Useful on the other hand, the, let's say, negative note, but this affects both but the whole world of saws in general, is that it is really difficult, if not almost impossible, to go and sharpen the blade. So after a number of cuts, the cutting capacity will decrease slightly, but not more than 10%. So many note, I am saying this in this video because so many people ask us if they can be sharpened. Actually, everything can be done, but it becomes very complicated. However, for the cost that the parts have, that is really, we are talking about 15-20 euros, roughly the cost of a blade. It's better to go and replace the whole blade rather than stand there wasting 2 hours and then do a job that doesn't even come out that well. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. As we demonstrated, they are genuinely captivating. We truly hope you have enjoyed it. Valid and professional. I also feel like saying there exists a versatile tool at present which is capable of serving various purposes. It can be employed for minor pruning and also for more substantial cuts, or even for forestry tasks. You can be certain that its functionality remains unchanged. Having said that, I remind you to subscribe to the channel. It gives us the opportunity to continue to do all this content. And for those interested, I have included all the links in the description that will lead you directly to our website. These links will take you to our selection of souvenir articles from Falket, an active company in Italy. Stay connected and explore our products. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video. Hello, and see you next time.